I don't know if this is even going to take, but I can't imagine why that cut off so early, y'all. I'm going kind of fast here, little camera, so I don't know why you thought that you could just cut off like that today. But it did. Again, straight through the lashes. It goes right down to the skin, and what it does is give kind of a muted, what am I trying to say? A muted liner look. So it's not a real defined line. Which for some people, that's exactly what they want. It's exactly what they want. My little bangs are trying to be in the way. Yeah. I'm going to come forward just a little bit here, just to fill in the front of the brow with the same color. And I feel like, because my little bang was in the way right there, I kind of maybe overdid it. Yeah, I did. We're going to take some of that down just with a finger wipe, like that. Just a real kind of quick finger wipe to get anything that was a little too high up down. So let's just do it on both sides so it's a nice smooth look. It's about the same. That's the other thing about your brows, is they're never going to be exactly the same. It drives a person who's a perfectionist or likes symmetry. People who don't mind asymmetrical things, it doesn't bother them. Well, I won't say that, because I like some asymmetrical things, but I don't like my my brows to be. And I'm going to brush through them with this brush down. There. Just at the base. Don't brush all the way through. Just brush through the base and up. Don't brush all the way through, or it'll end up on the top skin part of your brow. And then straight down with the back, and then brush back over again. And all this does is kind of, again, it's blurring the lines. See, that got right there. And that got right there. But that's okay. We fixed it. Here, do you see how it just kind of blurred those lines? Okay, and now we are going to take a flat shader with, you can do any sparkle color or leave it. I'm going to do this kind of, it's a taupey moss greenish, antique goldish. It's a very weird color and I like it. And it's just to kind of give something of interest to the lid. And it can be any color you like. But a flat shader it will be the closest thing to your finger, and I just don't feel like getting it on my finger right now. But your finger transfers a shimmer shade better than, or even a satin, better than anything else. Okay. So, that being said, I made a big boo-boo right there. So we're going to fix that with my finger. Is what it's going to take there. And then a little bit of blending. Out here again too. And we're going to need a dual fiber brush to pick up some of this fallout right by the sides of the nose and under the eyes. Dual fiber brush just means it's more dense here than here. There's two different types of fiber in a dual fiber brush, and it just helps because that's so flexible, because this is not, to flick things off easy. A fan brush will do the same exact thing. It's just flimsy, and you want it a little flimsy so that it won't stay on the skin. It'll flick what's on the skin off. That sounded so professional. Okay. Now I've got to put on some liner. And I'm using my Tarteist because on one end, it's just easy. It's not my favorite. My favorite liner is the IT Cosmetics No Tug Gel Black Eyeliner. I think it's actually called Anti-Aging Gel. No Tug is in the title, I remember that. So I think, what's it called? I think it's called No Tug Anti-Aging Gel Waterproof Liner. That's too many things in one name. They're trying to make their name almost like a hashtag, you know what I mean? Which I guess business-wise that's smart, because it's covering off all its attributes in the name so that you can find, if you're looking for any of those things, you'll feel as though you found it. And you will have found it. I absolutely love it. Then, once I use the crayon liner for my inner waterline, I use the pen and liquid liner to do my upper line. Do you see I was able to come across that almost all the way without any line skip? You know, where the skin drags and it kind of skips. That does not happen on the other side, which is so funny because I'm right-handed. You would think it'd be the opposite. That is probably the bestest ever. Let's see if I can do it over here. I bet I can't. Well, I sure did. Looky there. Whoop. I didn't want that to happen. So you just do little dashes. Seriously, I think that is probably one of the best, fastest liners I've ever done. I'm going to need to flick off out again. Yep. I've got a lot of fallout today for some reason. Probably because I didn't get my makeup off good last night, and so it's falling out. It is. It's crumbing. It's coming off. Not coming off, it's crumbing off. Okay, so it's set for my eyelashes. That is the look of the day. I will go ahead and use an eyelash curler and do that shortly. And that's all. So I gotta go. I love y'all. I'm wearing my new little earrings from when I went to Point Clear, Fairhope, Alabama, and stayed there. And I got in the gift shop these beautiful little silver and gold and pearl earrings, which is just like, it almost looks like a ship's rope, a starfish, and a pearl. And it just looks so nautical. And I loved it. And I love the symbol of the starfish. What it means to me is a story that has been told from time to time of a little girl and her mother walking on the beach, and it was just after a real bad storm. Some people say a hurricane. And so many things had washed up on the shoreline that normally wouldn't be there. And there was thousands, literally, of starfish because they'd just been churned up from the seafloor. And the woman's walking along, and all of a sudden she notices her daughter is not exactly right by her side anymore, and she turns around to see where she is. And she's about 10 feet, 20 feet back, and she's throwing little starfish back into the sea. And the mom comes up and says, honey, there are millions of these starfish. You can't make a difference doing this. You can't help by just doing this. She goes, it won't make a difference. And she said, Mommy, it'll make a difference to this one. And she held up the one in her hand and she threw it back. Y'all, that is a great story of help who you can. It may not be hundreds of people. It may just be one person that God puts in your path that you can make a difference for them. Whether it's a listening ear, maybe it's a little bit of financial help, maybe it's helping them with their chores or their family situation so that they can have a little bit of freedom to relax. But just always be in prayer every single day. Lord, what would you have me to do with your day? I give my day up to you. It's your day. And what would you have me to do with it? And you'll be surprised what he will bring across your path. And it sure feels good. It feels good to do for others because that's how he made us. He made us to want to do for others. So that's why it feels so good. All right, you guys, I love you so much. And I'll talk to you again soon.